Hey, what's up everyone? Delvon Digital here, and I just want to make one thing very clear to my audience and anybody who's new to this channel. No matter how you shake this, I am an iPhone user. I am a Pixel user. I have two phone lines. I carry one phone in my left pocket, Pixel, and the other phone in my right pocket, iPhone. So when I have something to say about the iPhone, it's not I'm a Pixel fanboy who's hating on this other product. It's me being an Apple user giving criticism to a product that I use every day. I don't have to be a only iPhone user to have the privilege or be eligible to talk about the iPhone. I don't have to be a Pixel only user to only be able to talk about the Pixel. But let's be honest, if I wasn't a Pixel user talking about the Pixel, people still validate that. But if I'm not an iPhone user and I talk about the iPhone, it's not validated. I'm supposed to shut up and let everyone enjoy what they enjoy, which is the iPhone. But if I talk about the Pixel, I don't have to shut up. That is the tech world that we live in. But in this video, we are going to talk about why I swapped my main SIM from my iPhone back to my Pixel. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, Delvon, you're just a Pixel lover. That's why you did it. No, there's several reasons why I switched back to my Pixel, and it has nothing to do with me just being a Pixel lover. See, there's this thing where when people find tech that works for them, it's okay for you to use that tech because why? It works for you. And when you find what works for you, doesn't mean that everything else is trash. See, people take it as a sense of, well, you like the Pixel better. That means you think the iPhone is trash. And then when I say something that criticizes the iPhone that I want, it's like, just go back to Android. Just go back to your Pixel. Why? Why do I have to go back to it? Why can't I want this tech that I like and this tech that I like to both improve? Why can't it be that? It doesn't, I don't want my iPhone to be a Pixel. I don't want my Pixel to be an iPhone, but I think there's always areas in both of these devices where improvement needs to be that makes sense, like sensible improvements. Not saying take this feature from the Pixel and give it to this phone over here. Take this feature from the iPhone and give it over here. Just sensible stuff. So let's deep dive why I switched back to my Pixel. One, the keyboard experience on the Pixel is just far more superior in my experience of using it. And it's one of those things that drives me crazy when I'm using my iPhone and typing. Whether I'm typing using swipe or just typing or using voice dictation, the Pixel just blows the iPhone out of the water with that. And you know, don't tell people, but sometimes when I'm coming to a red light, I pick up my phone and I'm trying to text really quick before the light changes, and I'm fixing countless errors on the iPhone than I am on a Pixel. And half the time I could just pick up and just say what I need to say, and then the phone gets it right, and we're talking about the Pixel. Another thing about it is the camera. I know, like, yeah, the iPhone camera is really good, not taking that away from Apple. In fact, I like shooting with the iPhone camera, but only really in RAW. I don't shoot in JPEG, I just shoot in RAW and I edit myself. I don't like Apple's processing. I still think it's pretty bad, too aggressive on the shadows and the dark areas. Utilizing the RAW files is what I mostly do when shooting with the iPhone, and I get fantastic photos, fantastic. But when it comes to point and shoot real quick stuff, I can almost 100% rely on my Pixel when it comes to these types of photos. So I don't want to pick up my iPhone for that stuff where I gotta catch real quick. And plus, I have the advantage of shooting JPEG and RAW at the same time on my Pixel, but I don't have that pleasure to do that with the iPhone natively. I gotta say that because somebody would be like, it's the third-party app. Got it. Natively is what I'm talking about. Second is the software, literally the software. I think that Pixel software is just far more, how can I put this? It's simple. It's just straightforward. It's easy to navigate, easy to understand, easy to use. And this is just my opinion. And this is somebody who uses both. This is not somebody who's been on Android forever and then switched to an iPhone, or somebody who's been on iPhone and switched to an Android. I get it. If you're one of those people who's dedicated to one side then go to the other side, there will be things that you have to learn. It's a learning curve period on both ways. I just find the simple tasks that I like to do on a daily on both of my phones, the same task, simple. It's normally 1 or 2 steps Android versus 4 steps, 3 to 4 steps on the iPhone. There's some things that's just why I gotta go through this to do this, to do this, to do this, to do this, to get to do this. While the Pixel is just like, here you go, here you go. And that's not always the case, but on the Pixel side, it's like 90% of the time. And then the 20% of the time that things are very simple on the iPhone. Some of you may understand what I'm talking about. And some of you are like, man, you just, it's whatever, man, you're lying. And you don't know what you're talking about. Things are simple up there. And I tried the Pixel and the Pixel sucks. And the Tensor, you're going to talk mad trash in the comments like you normally do. Got it, bro. I'll just put heard, let you know that I read it, heard, okay? But it's not, you can't tell me about my experience. I know what I do on my phone every day that I do, and things are definitely 2, 3, 4, 5 steps on the iPhone versus 1 or 2 steps on the Pixel. I do want to say one thing. I want to give the iPhone one advantage that I do like, and which is probably the reason why I'm going to keep one around. It has nothing to do with the ecosystem or everything that I've owned, from my MacBooks to my Macs to my AirPods, blah, 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 Mac, iPad, all that stuff, because I own all that, right? It has nothing to do with the ecosystem, because if I'm being honest with you all, I do not use the ecosystem of Apple at all besides AirDrop. That's the only thing I do. I AirDrop to my iPad and my Macs. That's about it. And maybe the Buds do the switching between the stuff, but actually I turn it off most of the time because it's irritating. I'm on my Mac trying to edit, I'm listening on the phone to music, and then it just switches over to the video type thing. So maybe I shouldn't be doing those 2 things at the same time, but I just turn it off because it's annoying to me. So video quality on an iPhone just destroys my Pixel in every way, including Video Boost. Video Boost does not save it. It does not put it on the same level as the iPhone, even with Video Boost. That's why I haven't made a video versus the iPhone, because what is the point? The beginning of the video, I'll be like, yeah, the iPhone's gonna win. In the video, the iPhone won. That's what I'm gonna say in the video, because it's no competition. Even do a video shooting against these 2 phones, especially when you shoot in log. Log Pixel video is a joke. The other reason why, well, I don't want to say this is the reason why I switched back to my Pixel, but I do enjoy like the monthly updates. I do enjoy the feature drops, and Apple sometimes get these later down the line. It's like I said, this is not something that made me switch back, but because either way, it's not like I got rid of my iPhone. I'm still using both. So whenever an update comes in on my iPhone, I'm excited. When an update comes in on my Pixel, I'm excited. So, but I do really like the feature drops. I like how they market it to us and they give us these new features, and it really gets me excited. I have never been excited about an iPhone update besides the iOS updates, but in between all that updates that come along, I'm not even excited about it. They don't really add features that get me excited, like Google. Now, keep in mind, Google might have a list of feature drop features, maybe 3 of them or 2 of them I like. I'm still excited about that one feature, and Apple just have a list that I just like, oh, bugs, something with AirPods, something with iPad, something with Vision Pro. Oh, okay, that's about it. So the next thing, and I'm gonna say it because I know you guys are waiting, like, please, Devon, please say it. I'm gonna talk about one-handed usability with the gestures. Of course, on the Pixel, we have a universal back button where we can swipe from any edge of the screen to go back in any app, any application, anywhere you are on the phone. When you're navigating through it, you can just swipe from any edge and it goes back. On top of that, to receive your notifications and your toggle shade, you can just swipe down anywhere on the screen and it will bring it down to you, and you swipe it a second time and it'll bring it fully down, and you can just access it there with one hand. Easy to do. Now, when it comes to my iPhone, it's not the same usability. I can use just say reachability, because both of them have reachability where you swipe down at the bar and it brings the screen down for you to touch it. But the problem is that it sucks. It's not really that great. Obviously, when it comes to one-hand usage, Samsung has probably the best UI for that. But Pixel, I have not once complained about using it on the Pixel, but on my iPhone, I have to literally do mental gymnastics to reach up and then swipe down, and then, or I have to, just swipe. If I swipe down anywhere on the screen, it's gonna bring up like the search or whatever like that. So it's not really bringing up like my notifications. So I gotta swipe from the right to bring up my control center, and then I gotta swipe left to bring down my notification shade. And that's how it gotta work. Now, when I'm in an app, it's just weird because some apps allow me to actually swipe from the edge to go backwards. And then some apps are like, no, you gotta reach all the way up here and hit this arrow to go back. So it's very inconsistent when it comes to that. And that is one of the biggest things that really break the experience for me. And it's probably because I'm so used to Android gestures being so much better, and I've been using it mainly as my main phone. And when I'm using iPhone, it just feels so off. It feels so wrong. But on the opposite end of that, if I was a fully dedicated iPhone user first, I think that I would be like, I prefer Apple's way, because that's just how it works in this world, right? You're used to what you're used to, and now you're like, yeah, this way is better. I'm not used to that. I think that being a multiple device user using both, I just think that the Pixel hands down have the better one-hand gestures between these two devices, while other Android phones offer even more one-handed usage that's better than the Pixel. But if I had to choose between these two phones, which is my Pixel and my iPhone, then Pixel wins gestures, period. So with that being said, I swapped my main SIM back into my Pixel phone when I was planning on using the iPhone for 1 year, but I just couldn't take it anymore. But I want to be very clear that I still pretty much enjoy my iPhone and I'm not going to not use it. My second business SIM lies inside this phone right now, not like physical, but eSIM is in this phone right now. I'm still going to use this as my daily phone beside my Pixel. Pixel is going to be my main, and this is where I'm going to get all my business calls and text messages and stuff from any clients or potential clients and stuff like that. So these are my two phones, and I pretty much dig both of these phones, being a multi-user, I'm an Android user and an iPhone user nonetheless. So when I criticize, just understand it's not just me being a hater, it's because I use it, and that should be validated because I use it. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.